In a world increasingly connected by social media, there is a platform that has taken the world by storm, TikTok. But behind its entertaining facade lies a hidden danger, one that threatens our security, freedom, and way of life. Welcome to TikTok Unveiled, the sinister face of influence. TikTok's rise to global dominance coincides directly with China's adoption of the National Intelligence Law in 2017. Under this law, all Chinese citizens and companies are legally obligated to help the government gather intelligence while maintaining secrecy about their collaborations. TikTok, owned by ByteDance, is required to share user data with the Chinese Communist Party as mandated by Chinese law.
If passed, it will give authorities new legal grounds to monitor and investigate foreign and domestic individuals and bodies. During the session, lawmakers will also review draft amendments to the Water Pollution Prevention and Control Law and draft revisions to the law on promoting small and medium-sized enterprises.
The revelation of TikTok's data sharing practices has led several countries to ban the app. India, for instance, banned TikTok along with 223 other Chinese applications, citing security concerns. Even the United States, under the previous administration, initiated a ban on TikTok due to credible evidence suggesting potential threats to national security.
Tonight, Texas Governor Greg Abbott has banned the use of the social media app TikTok on all government-issued devices over cybersecurity concerns. Several other states and the U.S. military had previously banned the popular Chinese-owned app. We get more now from CBS's Jeff Pegues.
They also have the ability to collect data through it on users, which can be used for traditional espionage operations.
For some of the governors, if they take a step back and look and they say, well, what are the threats that we want to do, then maybe they should consider banning all social media apps from government phones.
Not only have countries taken action against TikTok, but even militaries and government agencies worldwide have banned their employees from using the app on government devices. The Pentagon, the Department of State, the Department of Homeland Security and the Transportation Security Administration have all prohibited the use of TikTok, recognizing the potential risks it possesses.
We start in the US, where the White House has given federal agencies 30 days to take TikTok off all government-issued devices. The Biden administration is saying this is to protect people's security. TikTok is owned by the Chinese tech giant ByteDance, and there are concerns that the app can be used for spying or propaganda by the Chinese Communist Party. The EU Commission was the first to introduce a similar ban for thousands of its staff, and then the Canadian government followed on February the 27th, banning TikTok on government-issued mobiles, also citing cybersecurity concerns. And now we have this latest move by the White House. There's been an angry reaction from China, a government spokesperson saying the US is overstretching the concept of national security.
TikTok's immense popularity and influence have raised concerns about the role of social media platforms in shaping public opinion and even swaying elections. The people who control these algorithms wield tremendous power over what we see, hear, and believe. As TikTok becomes the most downloaded app year after year, its impact on society becomes increasingly apparent.
Well, it's a complex relationship. Now, ByteDance has always maintained that it doesn't share user data with Beijing. But the fact is that in 2017, China enacted a very strict national security law that requires all internet companies in China to share data that Beijing deems important for national security. So we simply don't know what ByteDance is doing. We know that legally it is required to hand over information if asked to do so. We should also say we've seen many instances lately where tech giants in China are really brought under Beijing's control. Beijing reasserts control over those tech giants, going so far as, for example, to detain China's richest man, the man who ran Alibaba, Jack Ma, a few years ago. So really, it's very clear that Beijing is in control of major tech companies in China. What's not clear is how much information ByteDance might have shared with Beijing.
Beyond the surface-level entertainment, TikTok's algorithms promote certain types of content while suppressing others. In China, where TikTok is heavily influenced by the government, content that aligns with the Communist Party's interests is prioritized. However, in the Western version of TikTok, we are bombarded with videos that glorify materialism, objectification, and even illicit activities.
Well, I think this is sort of his last go-around. He's going to have a lot of bipartisan, probably strong opposition just heading in there, and I think he's well aware of that. I think that's why you've seen TikTok just over the last week really step up its marketing here in DC and its lobbying and advocacy efforts. And I don't know at this point if it can really make that much of a difference. I think from, you mentioned earlier, bipartisan maybe legislation that now seems to be in the works. And that's important because prior to the midterms, I think some Democrats may have been a little reluctant to do anything legislatively because they didn't want to potentially upset that important constituency of younger users that use this app. Now that we're beyond that, I think more of these security threats are becoming apparent, particularly the story from the Department of Justice over TikTok spying into journalists. I think now just there tends to be a little more momentum here. And that's not in isolation because you had CFIUS, Committee for Investment in the United States, for years trying to resolve these national security issues.
The rise of OnlyFans, fueled by TikTok, has given rise to a new wave of influencers. TikTok's algorithms have enabled creators to amass enormous wealth and influence by capitalizing on the platform's viral nature. The enticement of financial gain and virtual relationships has led to the objectification and exploitation of vulnerable individuals. TikTok's manipulation goes beyond the realm of personal behavior. It has become a tool for spreading political disinformation and Chinese propaganda. The platform's algorithms actively suppress content critical of the Chinese Communist Party, eroding free speech and distorting global events. Reports have surfaced linking TikTok data collection to Chinese military and intelligence networks. China's soft power ambitions have largely gone unnoticed. Through highly developed AI technology and powerful algorithms, TikTok is reshaping global future, controlling the spread of information and exerting influence on a massive scale. By controlling the culture, China aims to control the population and extend its influence.